One goes in the video. So it's what, March 23rd?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, just sitting down with my buddy Jay, and he's going to be playing Cygnar, and I'm playing my Cryx Battle Box. It's a Battle Box game plus, so we're playing roughly 16 points, Jay?
Yeah.
We've got a 3x4 table. It's 4 long, 3 wide. Train can go right to the edge because we're limited space, but it hasn't been a problem before. In the past, when we were playing like bog trogs and such, we just accounted for the missing 6 inches on the original charge, so it's all playable around. The terrain we're using is all chopped up Pathfinder maps, so some people might balk at that idea. I know some of the guys at the LGS did, but they work really well. They show terrain, and the great thing about it is you never see a model topple onto its side. We used to have a terrible problem with that. Anyway, we're going to get started up, and I guess I'll show you guys the armies. Alright, here's my pDenny force, complete with Slayer, 3 little Bone Jacks, they're not Bone Rippers, they're Death Rippers and a Defiler. And then I've got the Warwitch Siren, picked her up as well, and just have her primed. Oh god, what a nice model. And over here on the opposing side, we'll show you when Jay gets set up. Alright, this is Jay. Say hi to the camera, Jay.
Hey.
Alright, he's playing the Ducks. I mean Cygnar. Alright, there's the models. What do you got, Jay?
Alright, you got Commander Coleman Striker. It's a standard Cygnar battle box. I got Striker, got the Charger, Lancer, and Ironclad. And since I had about 5 points left to burn to keep up with Cryx, I added a unit of Stormblades, which are unassembled and unprimed.
Alrighty, so lots of melee on this guy. Usually the Ducks shoot you from the barrel, but tonight they're going to be bashing you. Alright, we'll get into the game. Let's find out who goes first. Alright, we got the first turn started, and the mighty Cygnar goes first. And this is the way that Jay's chose to deploy them. And over here, the forces of Emo have aligned themselves. And we've got some terrain in the middle. Forest. What's that? That was a hill. That was a forest.
Hill.
This is a hill, and this is a hill. So that's all we have for terrain. And we're going to start first turn. I won, and I asked Jay to go first, so we'll see how he does after this. Jay's first turn, and what did you do, Jay?
Alright, the Stormblades ran forward and took shelter in the forest. Lancer moved up, just standard walk. Ironclad ran. Charger moved up. And I cast Snipe on the Charger and cast Arcane Shield on the Stormblades. And Striker moved up to keep up with his unit.
And he has how much focus left?
He has none.
Hopefully right for the picking. Okay, I'll get to my turn. Alright, so the end of my turn, and I had some interesting stuff. The Warwitch put a focus point on this Bonejack, allowing him to run up to there and be an arc node for Denny. Crippling Grasp is now placed on
The Ironclad.
The Ironclad, so he's -2 to Strength, Mat, Rat, and Armor, I think. He also can't do running or special attacks. These guys all leisurely walked up. Denny also cast Scourge at the Ironclad, and it landed somewhere over here and missed. And then the Warwitch took a leisurely stroll up to there, and that's the end of my turn. Jay's turn 2, just over. Okay, Jay, explain to us what happened. I guess you want to start with the Charger?
Alright, Charger moved up onto the hill. He had a focus, tried to use Heavy Barrel to take out that leading Death Ripper, and missed horribly.
He missed by 1.
He missed by 1, but it's still a fail when his attacks are boosted.
Just scratching the surface.
The Ironclad moved as fast as he could with Crippling Grasp. He just kind of moseyed forward. Lancer moved up so that Striker could use the Arc Node, fired Earthquake off back towards Denny, knocked down both the little death chickens.
Yes, I appreciate that.
And the Stormblades simply moseyed up through the forest.
Yeah, they're 2.5-inch walk speed.
Yeah.
And Striker?
Striker stayed put and just cast Earthquake.
Why are you hiding in the back, Striker? Alright, so that's it. On to my turn 2. Fantastic round for me. Alright, so I guess I started out with the Warwitch over here. She walked up and venomed, and since these guys have Arcane Shield on, she only managed to kill one of them. The other one was lucky. If he hadn't had the shield on, he was dead. Yeah. Moved the Bonejack, this one here, over, and I tried to get Parasite off on them, but I think I missed by 1.
Missed by 1.
So they still have their full armor. It was supposed to mitigate the effects of the armor boost that they have. This guy here walked up at the end of his round because I had to spend focus to make both these guys stand up. Then Denny tried to arc node. Oh no, it was Denny who only arc noded Parasite. She had to spend an upkeep spell, had to spend 2 to make them stand up, so now she's sitting with 1 focus left. And I had the other guy walk up, try to spray him, missed by what, Jay? 1. And then I had the Slayer mosey on over towards the Overcharger. No,
The Charger.
yeah, that's his name. And we're on to Jay's turn 3. Okay, end of Jay's round 3. Who do you want to start with? The Charger?
Sure. The Charger took aim at the Slayer, and while it missed its second shot, the first shot did okay. It hit it for 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
No systems taken out, but
Hit its left arm and part of its movement.
yeah.
Okay.
Ironclad shimmied over to the right a little.
Yeah, and you give him focus, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, I forgot I couldn't run. Stryker moved up to maintain control over his jacks.
Right.
Lancer charged the Defiler. Missed both attacks on the charge. And the Stormblades charged the Death Ripper and did a good amount of damage, crippling most of his systems.
He has his head and all of his cortex left.
Yeah.
So crippled the Arc Node, but he's already engaged in
And
combat.
and still has a couple points of body left, I think.
Yeah, didn't get to the War Witch Siren, which I appreciate. Okay, so with that, I was so kicking myself for not popping my feet last round, but I think it worked out not too shabby this round. So let's see how my turn 3 goes. Alright, my turn 3. The Slayer gave 3 focus. Gave 3 focus to this Death Ripper here, and Denny upkept the spell on the Ironclad. She walked to here, popped her feet, caught everybody in it. Everything basically gets a -2 to all their stats. The Slayer here charged forward with 3 focus. He was slamming in on his primary attack against the Ironclad with a +8 to damage. He reduced him down to 4 boxes. He is really, really hurt. What systems does he have left?
The Ironclad?
He has Cortex.
Cortex, right arm, and 1 box of body.
Okay, he's like really chewed. I ignored the Charger. Might be a mistake. We'll find out next round. This chicken over here took a bite at these guys and missed. The War Witch ran from here down to here. But first, it was this guy here was now MVP because he slammed into that Lancer in the rear arc, ignored the shield, hit him for armor. It was like +1 to damage. Max damage on the one hit. Basically brought him down to 5 boxes. The War Witch charged in, nailed him only because of the rear arc advantage that she had. Boxed him clean. This guy here ran before the War Witch actually killed this guy. He was missed with a freeze strike, thank God. Sprayed, didn't do anything to the Lancer, wounded my other Death Ripper, so that worked in Jay's favor. And now I guess we're switching over and we're going to see how Jay makes out while he lingers on the effects of Denny's feet for this round. That was Jay's turn 4?
Yeah.
Alright. So, Charger.
Charger fired heavy barrel at the Defiler and missed horribly.
Okay.
Ironclad swung in vain at the Slayer and did absolutely nothing.
He was like Mat 3 this round.
Yeah, he couldn't do a damn thing. And the Stormblades boxed the Death Ripper over there. So at least they've done something. And Stryker popped his feet, which caught everything but 3 Stormblades.
Yeah, these guys on the far side don't have the armor boost, but they still have Arcane Shield. Alright, and I'm going to be starting my turn 4. Well, that was an interesting round. Alright, so I had... what did Denny do off the bat? Focus-wise, I cast Crippling Grasp on Stryker. I needed a 10. Didn't boost. Lucky day. I needed a 9 or 10, I rolled a 10. So he has Crippling Grasp on him. Then, I put some focus on this little guy, charged him up, hit him, but he popped his feet last round. So all I did was 1 point of damage, but I consider that a moral victory. The War Witch then charged up. Hey, let's get some Shadowbind going. Whiffed completely. So now she got up there. She avoided the free strike from the Ironclad. Then I moved the Slayer from here around to here, evoking the free attack, but covering my War Witch from retaliatory shots from this thing. The Ironclad hit, and I believe you did 5 damage?
Yeah.
And you took out one of my Cortex boxes, but that was fine. I then boosted to make sure I hit, and then I rolled 4 on the damage against your feet, because I used the combo strike.
Yeah.
And he had 4 boxes left, so he just died. If he hadn't died, I'd be crying right now. Denny moved back here. Unfortunately, everything except for this guy is outside her control radius next round, so we're going to have to wait and see what happens. It's going to be very interesting. Oh, and I also got corrosion on this guy. I didn't do any damage, but he's melty face. Was that everything?
I think so.
Alright, on to turn 5 for Jay. Explain to us what happened on turn 5, Jay.
Alright, so divided my focus between the Charger and Stryker. The Stormblades ran over and dealt a crippling blow to the remaining Death Ripper, and Stryker finished it off. He also...
Well, he started out with the move. He moved a quarter inch towards the War Witch.
Yeah, moved a quarter inch towards the War Witch, so I hit both of them in range, and then like that hit Death Ripper, finished boxing it, and then hit the War Witch and left one box left.
Only because of my crippling grasp.
Only because of crippling grasp. The Charger used a heavy barrel twice and crippled the movement systems of the Slayer, and he moved into a position where he can't be charged.
And I think that's it, since pretty much everything's either mine or dead.
Yes.
Okay, and on to my turn 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This was an incredibly awesome and problematic round for Cryx. I think I started with the Defiler, who boosted shots on the Knights and did respectable damage.
Killed 2 of 5.
Killed two. But they're still alive, and that saddens us. Moved Denny up. She had 4 focus left after she assigned it to her Jax. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Arc Node, Scourge, we're going to knock Stryker down. He's going to be easy pickings. Well, don't you know it deviated and knocked down both my War Witch and my Stalker? Not Stalker.
And your Slayer.
It's my Slayer. And it missed Stryker completely, so I had a great round. Stryker, the War Witch stood up, cursed, hit Stryker with an 11, managed to tag him, then did 9 points of damage to him. So he's not going anywhere because he's shadow bound. -3 defense and he can't move. Not that it matters about defense because I have nothing left to attack him with this round. The Slayer, having nothing else to do, stood up and said to the Charger, "No more shooting until you kill me." And I guess we're going on to the next round to see what happens. This is just a fantastic game so far. Nobody can hang their head in shame after we finish this. It was so entertaining. All right.
Who knows?
All right, tell me what happened, Jay.
All right, so I didn't have a lot left, but I made the most of it. Stormblades charged the Defiler, did a good amount of damage to it, and I crippled most of its systems. Mm-hmm. It's got, what, a Cortex and movement left? Or Arc Node movement.
Arc and movement.
Arc and movement left.
Doesn't matter. Engaged, no melee.
And then the Charger was tied up by the Slayer, and with one mighty swing of the hammer, he actually dropped it.
Yep, lucky shot.
Yep. And Stryker landed the final blow to finish off the War Witch.
And I'm sad because she's hot. Alright, I guess that's it, and we're on to my turn...
5? 6?
No, 6.
Yeah.
Turn 6, okay. Alright, me being a bit of a Cryx messer, I had this guy walk from here, walk around to here, no free strikes for influence from Denny. Kill your buddy, killed him. Did it again. Kill your buddy, missed. Alright, whatever. Charge, gotta get to Stryker, Uh-oh, forgot to measure something, hang on. Am I in range for Stryker? Yes, okay. Okay. Went in, 4 focus left, boost to hit, whiff. I needed 9, I rolled 8. Fine, bind their attack, boost to hit. Hit, 1 focus left, boost damage. Jay's calculating his armor with the crippling grasp, yada yada yada, and it turns out that I did just enough to take him down. He had 7 boxes left, and I hit him for 9, and I, honest to God, thought I would be sitting there watching Stryker and his soldiers tear me to pieces next round, and this thing, like, shoot me all the heck. But game over, and it was good. Cryx gets the victory, sneaks it from the jaws of death, which is appropriate.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so overall, Jay, what's your thoughts?
Pretty good match. Like that, as per usual, I left my caster in the open a little bit early on, but
yeah.
He weathered it fairly well.
Yes. I think both of us should have done our feats 1 turn earlier.
Yeah, and you know, and like that Stryker, like that, he... I don't have a good track record with Stryker, but I'm still learning all the quirks with him and whatnot. It came down to 1 die roll at the end, really. Denny's attack. If like that, if you hadn't taken him out, then that would have been her next turn.
And she's not a very good attacker, so I'm amazed that it went the way it did. You decimated everything except for my caster, and I honestly thought you had it, but it was just a lucky squeak at the end with some good dice rolls. And that's game. So thanks very much, Jay.